Picture this. You're scrolling through social media. A charismatic figure, radiating confidence, smiles at you. They promise the secret to happiness, wealth, or love, all for the low price of their online course. Sound familiar? The self-help industry is a booming business. It thrives on our deepest desires for a better life. Books, seminars, and online courses promise quick fixes and easy solutions. But behind the glossy veneer lies a troubling truth. Most of it just doesn't work. This isn't to say self-improvement is inherently bad. The desire for growth is natural. However, the commercialized self-help industry often exploits this desire. It peddles unrealistic expectations and quick fixes that rarely deliver. True self-improvement requires time, effort, and patience. It's about consistent, small steps towards a better you. Celebrate the small victories and understand that real change is a journey, not a destination. So next time you see that shiny ad, remember, the real secret lies within you. Let's be honest, self-help is a business. It's an industry that thrives on the promise of transformation and personal growth. And like any business, profit is the driving force. The bottom line is what matters most. Authors, speakers, and gurus need to sell their products. They need to market their books, seminars, and courses to stay relevant and profitable. The more enticing the promise, the more appealing the product. Flashy advertisements and eye-catching billboards are designed to draw you in. This profit motive leads to a focus on what sells, not necessarily what works. The emphasis is often on quick fixes and instant gratification. Sensationalized claims, oversimplification of complex issues, and the promise of rapid results become the norm. These exaggerated promises are designed to hook you. This creates a cycle of unrealistic expectations and inevitable disappointment. When the promised results don't materialize, frustration sets in. The problem is compounded by the sheer volume of advice available. There are countless books, articles, and videos all claiming to have the answer. With countless voices offering their secrets, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. The noise can drown out the genuine, helpful advice. This information overload can lead to analysis paralysis, preventing you from taking any action at all. Instead of moving forward, you end up stuck, unsure of which path to take. The self-help industry loves a good makeover story. The underdog who went from rags to riches. The shy wallflower who transformed into a social butterfly. These narratives are compelling, but they're often misleading. Real change takes time, effort, and consistent action. There's no magic pill or overnight solution. Yet, many self-help products prey on our desire for instant gratification. They offer shortcuts and quick fixes that simply don't exist. This relentless pursuit of instant results can lead to frustration and self-doubt. When we inevitably fail to achieve the promised transformation, we blame ourselves, not the flawed system that set us up for failure. Each individual is unique, with their own experiences, challenges, and aspirations. Yet much of the self-help advice out there is generic and one-size-fits-all. It fails to account for individual differences and circumstances. Imagine a single diet plan claiming to work for everyone. It's absurd, right? Yet, we often fall for the same trap with self-help. We buy into generic advice without considering its relevance to our specific situation. This generic approach often leads to frustration and a sense of inadequacy. We feel like we're failing when the advice doesn't resonate or produce the desired results. It's crucial to remember that what works for one person may not work for another. Section 5. Shifting the blame. When self-help becomes self-sabotage. Perhaps the most insidious aspect of the self-help industry is its tendency to shift the blame for failure onto the individual. This industry thrives on the notion that if you just follow the steps, success is guaranteed. When the promised results don't materialize, it's easy to internalize the message that we simply didn't try hard enough. We start to question our own abilities and worth. This self-blame can be incredibly damaging. It not only affects our mental health, but also our overall outlook on life. It erodes our self-esteem and reinforces limiting beliefs. We begin to doubt our capacity to achieve anything meaningful. We start to believe that we are the problem, not the ineffective advice or unrealistic expectations we were sold. This can lead to a vicious cycle of self-doubt and frustration. Instead of empowering us, this blame shifting keeps us trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and dependence on external validation. We look for answers outside ourselves, hoping for a miracle solution. We become reliant on the next quick fix, the next guru who promises to unlock our potential. This endless search for external solutions can prevent us from finding true, lasting change within ourselves. Section 6. Embracing the long game. The real path to growth. Real self-improvement is not about quick fixes or overnight transformations. It's about embracing the long game. It's about consistent effort, realistic goals, and a willingness to learn and grow from our mistakes. It's about focusing on the process, not just the outcome. It's about developing healthy habits, building resilience, and cultivating a positive mindset. It's about embracing the journey, knowing that there will be setbacks and challenges along the way. This approach requires patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to embrace discomfort. It's not always easy, but the rewards are far greater than any quick fix can offer. Section 7. Consistency over intensity. Small steps, big results. We often fall into the trap of thinking that self-improvement requires massive action and radical change. We set unrealistic goals, only to give up when we inevitably fall short. The truth is, small, consistent actions, over time, yield the most significant results. It's about building sustainable habits, one step at a time. It's about focusing on progress, not perfection. This approach allows us to make meaningful changes without feeling overwhelmed. It helps us develop self-discipline and builds momentum, leading to lasting transformation. Section 8. The power of realistic goals. Setting yourself up for success. Setting unrealistic goals is a recipe for disappointment. When we aim too high, too fast, we set ourselves up for failure. This can lead to a sense of defeat and discourage us from continuing on our self-improvement journey. Instead, focus on setting small, achievable goals that align with your values and aspirations. Break down larger goals into smaller, manageable steps. Celebrate your progress along the way. By setting realistic goals, we create a sense of accomplishment and build momentum. This positive reinforcement motivates us to continue striving for growth and improvement. Section 9. The importance of mentorship and support systems. We don't have to go it alone on our self-improvement journey. Seeking guidance from mentors, coaches, or therapists can provide valuable support and accountability. Surrounding ourselves with a positive and supportive community can also make a world of difference. Mentors can offer insights, share their experiences, and help us navigate challenges. Support systems provide encouragement, understanding, and a safe space to be vulnerable. Having others to lean on during challenging times can make the journey less daunting and more fulfilling. Section 10. The Journey Within. A call to authentic self-improvement. The self-help industry often promotes a superficial version of self-improvement, one focused on external validation and material success. It's time to reject this shallow approach and embrace a more authentic path. True self-improvement starts from within. It's about cultivating self-awareness, understanding our values, and aligning our actions with our beliefs. It's about embracing our imperfections while striving to be the best versions of ourselves. Let's move beyond the quick fixes and unrealistic promises. Let's embrace the messy, challenging, and ultimately rewarding journey of authentic self-improvement, the journey that starts and ends with ourselves.